Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, we see the Cubs and Reds locked in a titanic clash atop the National League Central, half a game between them. The Cubs taking game one of this three-game series in a 7-3 decision yesterday. And now we have today's game where the Cubs and Reds are going to do battle once again. As we see our starting lineups, the Cubs are sending Aaron Nola out to the mound. He is making start number 7 with a 2-1 record, 4.04 ERA, and a 1.09 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will include Hoerner, Correa, Rizzo, Springer, Santana, Amaya, Tauchman, Nola, Paradas, batting 9th. The Reds are going to send Luis Castillo out to the mound. He is making start number 6 with a 1-1 record, 4.06 ERA, and a 1.35 WHIP. And the Reds lineup will include Senzel, Van Meter, Moustakas, Gregorius, Suarez, Winker, Aquino, Barnhart, and the pitcher Castillo batting 9th. It is 53 degrees, and the wind is swirling left to right at 8 mph. So, let's see what this game has in store for us today. As the crowd filters into the stadium, we see Luis Castillo on the mound for the Reds, facing the Cubs leadoff hitter, Nico Hoerner. The Cubs coming in first place in the Central, 16-10 record, battling the Reds half a game behind, who are 15-10, and the Cubs took the first game between these two teams this season. Now, Hoerner waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. There's a liner into the gap in left center field. Hoerner rounding first, heading for second. He is going to have a double to lead off the game as the throw comes back into the cutoff man. And Nico Hoerner is in scoring position to lead off this ball game. Carlos Correa is the next batter for the Cubs. He's coming up with a runner on second and nobody out. Here's a 1-1 count and the pitch, and Correa grounds it over to first. Van Meter has it. He steps on the base. That is going to be out number 2. That will act as a sacrifice as Hoerner advances from second to third. Anthony Rizzo now the batter, facing Castillo with 1 out and the runner on third. Rizzo waiting for the first pitch, and he lines that one into center field. That's going to drive in a run. Anthony Rizzo drives in the first run of this ball game with an RBI single here in the top of the first inning, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. George Springer now the batter, with Rizzo on first and 1 out. Springer facing Castillo with a 1-2 count, and Springer grounds it to short. The throw to second, the relay to first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play, which will end the inning. So the Cubs do score a run. We go to the bottom of the first of a 1-0 Cubs lead. Senzel facing Nola here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-strike count. Aaron Nola looking for the sign and delivering the pitch at a pop-up to right. Going toward the warning track is Tauchman. Just short of the wall, he pulls it in for out number 1. Josh Van Meter now the batter, with 1 out, nobody on. Nola facing Van Meter. Here comes the first pitch. Liner into left field, that'll be a base hit. Cut off by Santana, which will hold him to a single. So the tying run is on first, and now Mike Moustakas is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Nola working with a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Nola gets him with the sinker. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Aaron Nola. Didi Gregorius now the batter. 2 outs, and the runner is still on first. Here's the 2-2 count, and the pitch. Grounder past the first baseman down the right field line. Cut off by Tauchman. He gets it back into first base. The throw goes to third, and he is safe. So the run scores. That's going to be an RBI triple for Didi Gregorius, and the game is now tied at 1. Man, it looked like the Cubs defense was going to get that back into the infield in time, but Rizzo might have been a little confused as to where to throw it. So, Suarez now the batter. Game tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first. Here's a 1-2 count, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Suarez goes down swinging to end the inning. So the Reds strand a runner. They tie the game up at 1. We're going to the top of the second inning. Danny Santana leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the second. 1-strike count. Santana lines that one past the first baseman into right field. That'll be a base hit. So Santana, looking to break out of a slump, leads off the inning with a single. And now Miguel Amaya is the batter, facing Castillo, with a runner on first, and nobody out. Swinging away at the first pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. That was a fastball at 95. We're going to send Santana. See what happens here. He goes, oh, the pitch out. The throw down to second. They had him dead to rights. So that is going to be the first out of the inning. The base runner is erased. So now we go back to Amaya, who is going to swing away with a full count pitch. And there's a pop-up to left. Coming over is the left fielder. Toward left center, he makes the catch for out number 2. Mike Tauschman now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Castillo facing him with a 3-1 count. There's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it, throws to first, and 4-3 will be the putout to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's a 1-1 ball game. Winker facing Nola here in the bottom of the second inning. Full count and ball 4 low. So the walk is issued on a full count fastball, and now Aquino is the batter. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the 2-0 count and the pitch. Grounder to third, picked up cleanly and thrown over to first. Paradas gets him by a step for the first out of the inning. Winker advancing to second. Barnhart now the batter. 1 out, runner in scoring position. 1-2 is the count. Pop up to right, going toward the corner is Tauschman giving chase, and he makes the catch short of the warning track for out number 2. So, 2 outs now in the inning, and the pitcher coming up with a runner still on second. Here is the 1-2 count, and strike 3 is called. So Nola gets the strikeout to end the inning. The Reds strand a runner. We go to the top of the third of a 1-1 ball game. Nola now leading off against Castillo in a reversal of roles here in the top of the third inning. With a 1-ball count, there's a pop-up on the right side. The infield, the first baseman has it, and Van Meter makes the catch for out number 1. Isaac Paradas now the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-strike count. Castillo delivering the pitch. And a grounder to first. Van Meter has this one. This time he has to pick it up, step on the base, to record the out. That's the second of the inning. Nico Horner now coming up. He's 1 for 1. Scored the lone Cub run in this ball game. Horner facing Castillo with a 1-strike count. Here's the pitch. Grounder up the middle. Pitcher has it. The throw over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the third of a 1-1 tie. Senzel facing Nola here in the bottom of the third inning. With a full count, Nola delivers the pitch. Strike 3, swinging. That's a big curveball low and away. And he got Senzel to chase it for out number 1. Van Meter now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. 2-2 count to Van Meter. Here's the pitch. Liner down the left field line, chasing is Santana. He will make the running catch to retire Van Meter for out number 2. Moustakas now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is the pitch to Moustakas. A liner toward the second baseman. He plays it on a hop. The throw to first, and that'll end the inning. So, the Reds go down in order. We go to the top of the fourth, all tied up at 1. Castillo now facing Correa to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch to Carlos Correa, and that's a looper into center field. That'll be a base hit. So Correa on first with a leadoff single, which brings up Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo facing Castillo with nobody out and the runner on first. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch. Pop up left center. Chasing is the center fielder. He makes the catch, gets it quickly back into the infield for out number 2. Out number 1. That was the first out of the inning. Springer now the batter with 1 out, runner on first. Springer waiting for the 2-1 pitch. And a pop-up on the infield. This time, the shortstop calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Santana now batting. He is 1 for 1 today. Facing Castillo with 2 outs and the runner on first. Here's a full count pitch, and Danny Santana swings and misses for strike 3. That was the high, hard one he could not lay off. So the strikeout ends the inning. The Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the fourth of a 1-1 ball game. Gregorius now facing Nola in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the first pitch. Liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. Leadoff single for Didi Gregorius. And now we go to Eugenio Suarez, the next batter. Nobody out, 1 man on. Here is the 1-2 count and the pitch. Pop up to left center. Coming over fast is the center fielder Springer. He puts it away for out number 1. Next up, Jesse Winker with 1 out, runner on first. 1-2's the count. And a liner in right field. That'll be a base hit. Tauschman plays it on a hop. The throw goes into the cutoff man. And that'll be a single, which puts runners on first and second with 1 out. And Orestes Aquino is now the batter. Nola could use a double play to get out of the inning right here. Full count pitch. Nola looking to deliver. And that is strike 3 called right at the knees. So the second out of the inning recorded on a fastball at 94. And now Tucker Barnhart the batter. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. Nola delivering the 1-ball pitch. Pop up to left, coming in fast as Santana. He looks up and he puts it away to end the inning. So the Reds strand 2. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 1-1 ball game. Castillo facing Amaya here in the top of the 5th inning. Castillo working with a 1-1 count. And a liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. So Miguel Amaya is going to lead off the inning with a single. And now Mike Tauschman the batter. Tauschman facing Castillo. Runner on first. Nobody out. Tauschman looking to swing away at a 2-2 pitch. And a grounder toward third. The diving play. The throw goes to second and it's thrown away. The second baseman is not able to get a handle on it, and everybody is safe. And suddenly the Cubs are threatening here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody out, runners on first and second. Aaron Nola is the batter. He will be asked to lay down the sacrifice right here. Here is the first pitch. He bunts it right back toward the mound. The pitcher covering. He has it. He throws to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. The runners advance to second and third, and Isaac Paradas now the batter. Tie ball game. Go-ahead run is 90 feet away. The Reds bring the infield in. There is 1 out, and the Cubs send Paradas to the plate with a full count. And he takes ball 4 low, so that is a walk. And now the bases are loaded. Nico Hoerner now the batter for the Cubs. He is 1 for 2 today, scored the only run this team has so far. Hoerner facing Castillo in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-ball pitch. Grounder up the middle, through the drawn-in infield into center field. 1 run is in. Rounding third and heading home. Sliding, and he is safe. 2 runs score. And now the Cubs take a 3-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning. Nico Hoerner with an RBI double. And now Carlos Correa is the batter. Runners are on second and third with 1 out. The Reds still playing the infield in the top of the 5th inning. Castillo working with a full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Correa goes down swinging. That's Castillo's second strikeout of the ball game. Anthony Rizzo now the batter. He is 1 for 2, driven in a run in the first inning. Facing Castillo. Runners on second and third now with 2 outs. Rizzo waiting for the full count pitch. And here it comes. Grounder up the middle. Shortstop has it. The throw over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs score twice. They capitalize on the Reds' error. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-1 ball game. Nola now facing Castillo here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Reds. 1-2 is the count. Nola delivers strike 3 looking, a sinker right at the knees, and nothing that Castillo really could have done with that anyway. So now, with 1 out and nobody on, Nick Senzel is the batter. Nola working with a 1-strike count. And a pop-up to center. Springer adjusting toward right center, and he grabs it for out number 2. Josh Van Meter now is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Nola working with a 1-2 count. And he delivers a ground ball down the right field line. That is going to be a base hit. Heading for second base, and that is going to be a stand-up double for Josh Van Meter with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Nola had a 2-strike count, and he was not able to capitalize on it. Now Moustakas the batter with 2 outs and the runner on second. Bottom of the 5th inning. Nola working, 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Grounder down the first base line. Again, that one gets past Rizzo down into right field. This is going to drive in a run. The throw goes to second. The slide, and he is safe. So Moustakas and Van Meter with back-to-back doubles here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Reds now have a 3-2 deficit. Nola now facing Gregorius with 2 outs and the runner on second here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nola working with a 2-1 count. There's a drive into the straightaway center field. That's a base hit. So suddenly, the Reds have tied this ball game in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 consecutive doubles has driven in 2 runs, and now we have a 3-3 tie. And we're going to warm up a reliever. It is going to be Mr. Junior Fernandez. Warming up in the Cub bullpen. We're going to visit the mound. Says, I'm perfectly fine, let me pitch, except you've given up a whole bunch of base hits. So we got somebody warming up. Now Nola's going to face Suarez with 2 outs and the runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch from Nola. And there's a grounder to short. Correa has it. He throws over to first, which ends the inning. However, not before the Reds score twice to tie this ball game. We go to the top of the 6th of a 3-3 tie. You know, if you add 3 and 3 together, you actually get the inning, which is number 6 here. So Springer now facing Castillo in the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Cubs. Here is the first pitch to George Springer. There's a grounder towards short. Picked up and thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Danny Santana now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch to Santana, and he pops that one up to left. Off the end of the bat, a little flare. The left fielder coming in to make the catch for out number 2. Miguel Amaya now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Castillo facing Amaya with a 2-2 count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a changeup he's way out in front of. So we go to the bottom of the 6th of a 3-3 tie. Nola's going to come back out. He's going to work at least to start out the bottom of the 6th inning. We still have Fernandez warmed up and ready in case he is needed. Nola is going to start out by facing Winker. He's facing the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Reds lineup here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Nola working with a full count. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind first base. Rizzo goes back. He has this one for out number 1. And now Aquino is the batter. With 1 out and nobody on, Nola working with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Liner into left, going back over his... Oh no, a diving catch! Santana, it looked like that was going over his head, and Santana laid out to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Nice defensive footwork out there in left field. And so now Tucker Barnhart's the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Barnhart facing Nola here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up to left. This time, Santana's going to stay on his feet and look up to make this catch for out number 3. So the Reds go down in order. We go to the top of the 7th of a 3-3 tie. And now Mike Tauschman is going to lead off against Luis Castillo here in the top of the 7th inning for the Cubs. We're in a 3-3 tie. Here's the 2-strike count and the pitch to Mike Tauschman. And he's going to ground that one over to first. Van Meter has it. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number 1. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. And what we really need... Yeah, Junior Fernandez is going to be... I mean, he's been warmed up. And then we're also going to warm up Jack Patterson. And now, for a pinch hitter here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 out, we're going to send Ryan Braun up to bat. Yes. So Braun is going to come in to pinch hit against Castillo. Top of the 7th inning of a 3-3 tie. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 count and the pitch to Braun. And he gets hit in the knee. So that is going to send him down to first, putting the go-ahead run on base. And now Paradas the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on, Paradas facing Castillo with a 1-2 count. And there's a liner into left. However, the left fielder, Winker, on the move, making the catch for out number 2. So Braun remains on first. It brings up Nico Hoerner with 2 outs and the runner on first. And now the Reds bring in a relief pitcher. Robert Stevenson comes in from the bullpen. He is facing, Nico Hoerner here in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs and a runner on first. Stevenson has thrown 8 1/3 innings, walked 7, struck out 5, and has a 5.40 ERA. So Hoerner facing Stevenson in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. And a liner down the right field line. He got all of that one. Nico Hoerner has just untied this ball game with a 2-run home run in the top of the 7th inning. We now have a 5-3 lead for the Chicago Cubs. And now, Carlos Correa is the batter. So, with the Cubs' newly acquired 2-run lead, here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, Correa faces Stevenson with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll end the inning with the changeup. So we go to the bottom of the 7th now. It's time to stretch here in Cincinnati with a 5-3 Cubs lead. Okay. Junior Fernandez. Yeah, he's ready. Junior Fernandez is going to come into this ball game. How are we going to rearrange things? I guess we're just going to put Fernandez into pitch. We're going to sit Patterson down. So, Junior Fernandez comes into the game. He's coming in to face the 2 righties. The first is the righty pinch hitter, Nick Castellanos, coming off the Reds bench. He is 13 for 75, but with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs on the season. Junior Fernandez, out of the Cub bullpen, has thrown 12 innings, walked 6, struck out 17, and has a 3.75 ERA. Fernandez facing Castellanos in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is the 3-1 count. Fernandez looking to deliver the pitch. And here it comes. Grounder toward third. Paradas has it. He throws over to first. That is out number 1. And now we're going to get... we don't need to do that. So Senzel now facing Fernandez with 1 out, nobody on base. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch from Fernandez. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Fernandez gets the sinker on a swing and a miss for strike 3. And now we are going to bring in Jack Patterson. And Patterson will be brought in to face the next 3 lefties in the red lineup. Patterson has thrown 11 1/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 8, and has a 3.18 ERA. Patterson facing Josh Van Meter to start out the festivities here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody on base. Cubs up by 2. Here's a 2-1 count and the pitch from Patterson. And a liner into center field. Coming in fast is Springer. The sliding catch to end the inning. A one-handed, masterful defensive play. So the Reds go down in order. We go to the top of the 8th of a 5-3 contest. Rizzo now facing Joel Kuhnel, who is the new pitcher out of the Reds bullpen. He has thrown 9 1/3 innings, walked 3, struck out 10, has a 5.79 ERA. Kuhnel is going to face Rizzo, Springer, and Santana here in the top of the 8th inning. With a 3-1 count, the shift is on. Rizzo waiting for the pitch. And that is way outside. That is ball 4. So Rizzo draws the leadoff walk. And now George Springer is the batter with nobody out, 1 man on. Kuhnel facing Springer with a 1-2 count. And Springer swings and misses for strike 3. Changeup he was way out in front of. And now Santana the batter with 1 out. The runner still on first. Santana facing Kuhnel with a 1-1 count. And he lines that one into center field. Coming in fast is the center fielder, Senzel, who makes the catch for out number 2. Miguel Amaya now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Amaya facing Kuhnel in the top of the 8th inning. Cubs looking for insurance runs. Here's a 1-ball count. And Amaya lines that one towards the first baseman. He picks it up off the ground, flips it to the pitcher, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 5-3 ball game. Patterson now facing Moustakas, Gregorius, and Suarez here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And if he gets in any trouble, we're going to warm up Diaz to potentially come into this ball game. So Patterson is facing Moustakas here in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading off for the Reds. Full count pitch, Patterson delivering to Moustakas. Here it comes. And there's a grounder towards second. Hoerner has it. He throws to first, and that is out number 1. Next up, Didi Gregorius. With 1 out, nobody on base. Patterson working with a 1-2 count. And here is the pitch to Gregorius. And a grounder towards second again. Hoerner has it. Throws over to first for a second time, and that's out number 2. And now Patterson facing Suarez with 2 outs and nobody on base. Patterson working with a full count. And here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the fastball to end the inning. So the Reds go down in order. We go to the top of the 5th of a 5-3 Cub lead. And we're going to set down Diaz. He will be coming in to pitch in the bottom of the 9th inning. Now, Cunell facing Tauschman, leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 9th. Here's a full count. And the pitch to Tauschman. Here it comes. Ball 4 high and in. So Tauschman takes the walk. He heads down to first. It brings up the pitcher's spot, which will prompt a pinch hitter, Mallex Smith, coming off the Cubs bench here in the top of the 9th inning. Smith facing the new Red reliever, Ryan Hendricks, here in the top of the 9th inning. Hendricks has thrown 3 2/3 innings, walked 1, struck out 4, and has an ERA of 0. Hendricks now facing Smith with a runner on first, nobody out. Here is the full count and the pitch to Mallex Smith. Grounder toward third, thrown over to second, no relay to first, however. The speedy Mallex Smith beats it out easily. Even if there had been a relay, he was basically already on first base. So the Reds do not get the double play. The runner is on first, and Paradas now is the batter. Paradas 0 for 2 today, facing Hendricks in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out, 1 man on. Here is the 1-2 count, and Paradas grounds it to first. The throw goes to second, the relay back to first, and that is a 3-6-3 double play. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the 9th of a 5-3 Cub lead. And now Diaz is going to come into this ball game, and he is going to, we'll put him right back into that number 8 spot. So Edwin Diaz coming out of the bullpen to try to lock down this save. Cubs up by 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. He's going to have to face Winker, Aquino, and Barnhart here in the bottom of the 9th. Edwin Diaz has struck out 19, only walked 1 this season. 7 for 7 in save opportunities. And there's a leadoff single off the bat of Jesse Winker for the Reds here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So runner on first, nobody out, and Orestes Aquino is the next batter. Diaz facing Aquino with a 1-2 count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Diaz gets the strikeout for the first out of the inning. And it brings up Tucker Barnhart. Tucky Barnhart. Not sure if that's his official nickname or not. However, Diaz facing Barnhart with 1 out, the runner on first. Here's the full count pitch. Diaz delivering. Grounder to first. The throw goes to second. However, no relay back to first. The Cubs are not able to execute the 3-6-3 double play. The fielder's choice retires the lead runner. And now Joey Votto is coming off the Reds bench to pinch hit. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. The runner on first. And Votto representing the tying run. Diaz. Gosh, I feel like we might have to, I don't know, warm somebody up just in the chance that this goes awfully, awfully wrong. So now Votto facing Diaz. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 1 man on. Here's the 0-2 count and the pitch from Diaz. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Diaz strikes him out to end the game. So the Cubs are victorious 5-3, and they take a 1.5 game lead in the division. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Nico Hoerner. No surprise there. He went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 4 RBIs, and he hit the home run that was the difference in this ball game in the 7th inning. So the Cubs' Aaron Nola gets the win. He improves to 3-1. He went 6 innings of 7-hit, 3-run baseball with 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Fernandez, Patterson, and Diaz all combined to throw 3 shutout innings out of the bullpen, with Diaz getting his 8th save of the season. For the Reds, Castillo suffers the loss. He goes to 1-2, and the Reds' bullpen performed pretty well, but ultimately it was not enough, and that error actually hurt them in the end, gave them an unearned run. So the Cubs improved to 17-10, and the Reds dropped to 15-11. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.